And so sit in a way that you feel the most at ease. It is challenging for our nervous system to calm down if we're uncomfortable in our bodies. And then when you're ready, an invitation to take your hands to your heart center. So it can be palms together, palms open. If this placement of your hands makes you lose your balance, choose another placement for your hands. A gentle reminder that we never forfeit balance to come into a pose or movement. Then lifting your heart to your hands, bowing your head to your heart. An invitation to take a moment to allow yourself to consciously enter into the present. Setting aside whatever concerns, worries you might have for the duration of the class. Knowing that you can come back to that after class. And then when you're ready, release your arms by your side. And then shake your hands vigorously. So wiggly fidgets. And so at this time, I'd like to invite you to, if you can find a place where you're supporting your own spine, if possible, come away from the back of the chair now so that you're sitting forward on your sits bones. Roll your shoulders back and down. Relax your arms by your side or on your lap, wherever feels most comfortable for you. And you may want to close your eyes softly here. Notice your alignment. So knees, ankles, hips. Shoulders over our hips. Chin level with the floor, tucked in slightly. Facial muscles soften and release. Our attention moves inward. Notice your breath. Place one hand on your belly. And maybe noticing that as we inhale, things expand. On exhale, things contract. On inhale, belly moves out. On exhale, belly moves in. Place your other hand on your chest. And maybe noticing the pattern of movement, the breath, the movement of your breath between your upper torso and your belly. Now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. When we lengthen our exhale, it engages the relaxation response, allowing us to let go of tension and stress. And now see if you can begin to smooth out your breath. Your inhales and your exhales flow easily into each other. So if you'd like to add a little rocking movement to your breathing exercise, that can be calming for your nervous system. At any point, if you notice your mind gets distracted and wants to move or wants to wander away, pardon me, know that that's okay. That's the nature of our mind. Simply bring your awareness back to your breath. And lastly, an invitation to see if you can add a quality of softness to your breath. So you might imagine that you just tasted something delicious. Or if you have a fur kid, that you're petting your pet. And see if you can bring that same softness to areas of your body that you feel are too tight or not. Our breath is long and smooth and soft as we breathe in and as we breathe out. And just for a few more breaths, or as long as feels comfortable, keeping this simple breathing exercise going. And then as ready, allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Your natural rhythm. Maybe observing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Then drop your chin towards your chest. Gradually blink your eyes. And so we are falling awake, not asleep. So I just noticed a message, good thing I'm awake, in the chat. So I'm just going to lean in, take a look to see what that might be. I have a feeling there may be people trying to get in. Can you please add me to the panel? So close. Marnie would like to be added to the panel.
Yeah, done.
Okay, lovely.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. Lovely to see you. So, so notice if you felt a little shift in your energy with the breathing exercise. So anytime we practice these simple breathing exercises, it acts like a bridge between our body and our mind. And so when you're ready, release your arms by your side and then shake your hands vigorously. Wiggly fidgets. So if anything I share with you today, pardon me, does not feel comfortable, if it doesn't feel right, skip it and come back to your breath. And so when we're focused on our breath, we're practicing yoga. And so from here, I'd like to invite you to join me in a warm up for our neck. And so let's begin by bringing our chin gently towards our chest. And then looking up slightly, so maybe your eyes meet where the ceiling meets the wall. And so moving our head up and down gently. We invite you to keep that lovely breath awareness throughout your practice. And then as ready, bring your head back to neutral. Bring your ear towards your shoulder and then moving from side to side. And bring your head back to neutral. Turn your gaze, looking past your shoulder. And then again, moving from side to side. So as if you're nodding no. Your Buddha belly is soft, breath is quiet. As ready, bring your head back to neutral. From here, we'll transition to a practice called cat and cow. So sliding your hands towards your knees, round your spine, your back. So it's as if our sternum moves in towards the back of our rib cage. On inhale, hands slide towards your hip creases. Lift your heart, your throat. On exhale, round your back. As you round your back, draw your navel in towards your spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And slowly come on back to neutral spine. And now as if you're reaching to pick something up, moving from side to side. Holding on to the side of the chair for stability if you'd like. And so you can imagine that you're moving between two panes of glass, shoulder lined up with shoulder. One back to neutral spine. Rest your hands on your lap, and we'll transition into a seated twist. And so twisting from side to side. So slide your hands towards your hip creases. So we are not going to our full range of motion here. This is a gentle twist. And so you might notice that moving our hands along our thighs to our knees actually helps to increase our proprioceptive awareness. So big word for knowing where our body is in relation to space. Then come on back to neutral spine. Take a moment. And then when you're ready, draw your hands in towards your hip creases. So coming into a gentle back arch. Turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. So eyes maybe meet where the ceiling meets a wall. Be careful not to throw your head back. So you'll know your head's back too far if it's difficult to swallow. We'll stay here for a few breaths or as long as feels comfortable. And then as ready, come on back to neutral spine. And notice how's your breath. Noticing any subtle sensations. And so from here, draw your hands back into your hip creases and moving forward. So taking your heart forward or your shoulders, circle forward and then back. So moving in your own time and rhythm. As you begin to feel your hips soften and release, see if you can go a little bit deeper. So of course, we're not going to come all the way down. And then as ready, reverse the direction. So bring a gentle awareness to the space in front of you. The space beside you, notice how that makes you feel. And bring your awareness to the space above you and especially to the space behind you. And an invitation to trust that you are being supported. And slowly make your way back to a neutral spine. Relax your arms by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. And notice how's your breath. Notice any subtle sensations. Trust that the sensations are there. Not going to be a rocket ship across the sky. And so moving on, let's work with our hands. So with your hands still resting on your lap, tap your fingers. So you can imagine you're playing piano if you'd like. So you might move from your pinky to your thumbs. And then brain game, reverse. So from thumbs to pinky. And then air piano. So we're getting that synovial fluid flowing into all the little joints in our fingers. Mother Nature's WD-40. And then circle your wrists in one direction. Circle your wrists in the opposite direction. And so this just in, I think I noticed Kim would like to join as a panelist. We'll set up in the chat. And then when you're ready, I'd like you to stretch your palms and then make soft fists, draw your arms back. Stretch your palms, soft fists, draw your elbows back. And feel your shoulder blades moving towards each other. Stretch, draw your arms back. And one last time, stretch, draw your elbows back. And now let's go for a yoga swim. So arms reach up as high as feels comfortable for you. And then maybe sort of backstroke. And breaststroke. Side stroke. Other side. And my new favorite, butterfly. Whoosh. Whoosh. Okay. And then let your arms relax down by your side. Rest your hands on your lap. Buddha belly is soft, breath is quiet. Notice how you feel. And so in yoga, we are not focused on what we look like in our yoga practice. The diagnostic tool is, how do I feel? And so when you're ready, draw your hands in towards your hip creases, sit up nice and tall, and then hinging from the hips, come forward. So just a little, noticing sometimes when we come forward, our chin wants to jut up, so tuck your chin in slightly, and then rock back. And so keeping this gentle movement flowing for a few more breaths, or as long as it feels comfortable. And slowly, as ready, come on back to a neutral spine. And shake out. All right. So from here, I think I'd like to transition into a little bit of body tapping. And so if it's available to you, I'd like you to tap your eyebrows. So start actually on the outer edge of your eyebrows. You can use your knuckle if you want. And then inside of your eyebrows, tapping. if that makes sense. And then under your eyes, tapping. Tap under your nose. On your chin. And then reach across under your armpit. So if you happen to be wearing a bra, go midway down. And release. Take a moment, notice how you feel. So from here, I'd like to invite you to reach across, come up to the bottom of your ear and tap from the bottom of your ear down to your shoulder. And then reach back, give yourself a pat on the back. So if you need or want to hold your elbow to reach back, go for it. And then extend your arm, tap down along your arm, your hand. If tapping feels a bit too intense, you can just massage nicely, pausing in any area that you feel needs a little extra love or attention. Turn your palm face up, tap up. And then switch sides. So reach across, bottom of your ear, tap down to your shoulder. So we have meridians and acupressure points that run all through our body. So it's waking up, reach back, give yourself a pat on the back. Extend your arm, tap down along your arm to your hand. Palm face up, tap up. Take your fingertips to your sternum, so your upper chest, and tap. So tapping in this area can be calming for our nervous system. Or we do not want to overdo it. It's always the middle path. And then leaning back in your chair if you like, you can massage your Buddha belly. So massage your organs. Soft Buddha belly. So not an easy place to get to in our culture. We are obsessed with flat tummies. And in reality, when our belly is soft, it means that our nervous system is more balanced. So your liver, your stomach, and then hinging from the hips, come forward a little if you can, reach back. If you're blessed with a yoga buddy, your yoga buddy can help with some of this. Massaging. And so reaching up a little higher, maybe where your kidneys and adrenal glands live. So our adrenal glands are almond shaped. They sit on top of our kidneys and they're close to the surface. So it's important to keep this area warm. And then when you're ready, maybe taking one hand, pressing down into your sacrum, sit up tall. And then sweeping your hands forward. So let go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. And now let's sweep down along our thighs, our knees, shins, wherever you can reach comfortably. So if you can reach down to your feet, go for it. And then sweeping back up. So taking that lovely healing energy from our hands, sweeping down one more time. And then come on back up. Place your hands just a few inches apart and maybe notice a little warmth, heat, sensations between your hands. Some subtle energy. You explore bringing your hands a little further apart. And then moving them closer together. Turn your palms face up on inhale, reaching up to the sky, maybe feeling a lightness. And palms face down, a grounding sensation. Arms out to the side, inhale, reach up to the sky. Palms face down, release. And let's check out again, wiggly fidgets. So let's repose. So I see we've got a wild bunch here, few wild ones. So good to see. Yeah. All right. So let's make sure our feet are placed evenly on the floor or on our footrests. Sits bones are sharp on the chair. Our spine is long. Shoulders back and down. Lift up through the crown of your head. And so from here, I'd like to share a practice with you called sun breath. And so meditation on the heart. And so when you're ready, bring your hands into prayer. So your heart center, maybe it feels better on your Buddha belly. And then on your inhale, extend your arms up and out. And then bring your hands back to your heart center or to your belly. So keeping this gentle heart opener, chest opener, flowing in your own time and rhythm. If you'd like, imagine the sun at your heart center. And on your inhales, as you extend your arms up and away, imagine the radiant light of the sun radiating out all around you. And then gather that light and bring it back inside as a symbol of the light that's always inside us. So this time on your exhale, making a humming sound if you'd like. Inhale. So you might notice when we make this humming sound, bumblebee breath, it lengthens our exhale. Place one hand on your belly, the other on your chest. And take a moment to feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Okay. And so from here, let's transition into the movements of the spine. So of course, we know our spine matters. And so make sure that you're sitting comfortably, effortlessly upright. If you want to move the buttock flesh away from your sits bones, go for it. And so we'll begin with the side bend. And so take hold of the underside of your chair. If you're a wheelchair user, might feel better to take hold of the wheel, whatever feels good for you. So the idea is to be stable. Now release your opposite arm by your side, turn your palm face up. And I'm going to teach a few different variations. So you might be bringing your arm up into a goal post. Maybe it feels good to rest your hand on your shoulder, or it might feel good to reach up and over. So today I'm going to choose to have my arm in a goal post with my hand on my shoulder. And so whatever your choice is for your arm placement, come into your side bend. And then an invitation to turn your gaze down towards the floor to release your neck. Breathe into your rib cage. Can you imagine breathing in below your rib cage? Slowly come out of the pose on this side. Take a moment and we'll come into it on the other side. So as ready, take hold of the underside of your chair, release your opposite arm by your side. Palm face up, take your arm into gold pose. Maybe your hands on your shoulder, maybe reaching up and over. Come into your side bend. So keep your sit bone on the chair. Turn your gaze down towards the floor to release your neck. And breathe into your rib cage. Can you imagine breathing in below your rib cage? And release. Take a moment, let your breath settle. And so let's come into the side bend one more time on each side. And this time I want you to notice if things have kind of shifted a little bit. And so begin by taking hold of the underside of the chair. Release your arm by your side. Palm face up, soft bend in your elbow. Taking your arm into gold pose. So one other actually alternative would be to place your hand on your hip. So you want to think of these various choices as a buffet. So choose whatever works best for you. So bringing your arm into whatever position feels comfortable for you. Come into your side bend. And if it feels good for your neck, turn your gaze down towards the floor. And breathe into your rib cage. Slowly come out of the pose on this side. And we'll come into it on the other side. As you're ready, taking hold of the underside of the chair, arm by your side. And come into your side bend, your expression of it. Make sure your sits bones stay on the chair. And slowly come out of the pose. Rest your hands on your lap and let your belly soften, your breath quiet. Notice how you feel. So I always like to share that the new advanced yoga is a gentle yoga. Yoga is not an extreme sport. All right, so let's come into a seated twist. And so we're going to do the movements of the spine. And so if it's possible, bring your feet a little wider than outer hip bone distance. Knees are tracking over your ankles. It's okay to have your toes turned out a little. And sitting up nice and tall and inhale, you create space between each one of your vertebrae. And then come into your twist on an exhale. Reach your hand across to your knee or thigh, or other hand comes beside you or behind you. Wherever you can reach comfortably. And so you'll notice we're already into the twist at this point, but let's see if we can go a little bit deeper. And so inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. So beginning from the base of your spine, moving on up. Our head turns last. Close your eyes, softly focused inward or soften your gaze. Slowly unwind, come on back center. Take a moment. And we'll come into the twist on the other side. So begin by inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Slowly unwind, come back to a neutral spine. So let's rock and roll. So we're going to flow in and out of the twist. So reaching up to the sky on an inhale and then twist. Inhale, reach up and twist. Inhale, reach up and twist. One last time, reaching up to the sky and twist. So come on back to neutral spine. So side bends, twists are really intense spinal movements. So we need to realign our spine. We can do that with the seated forward fold. And so sitting back in your chair, you can bring your feet a little wider. That's awesome. If not, that's awesome too. So yoga meets us right where we are. So this is the first time that I'm going to teach this version. So I'll give you a couple of options. So you take hold. If you're sitting back in your chair, your feet are wide, you might be able to take hold of the front of your chair. The other alternative would be to hold the underside of your chair. And then start by sitting up tall and then hinging from the hips, come forward. So hands in front of you, middle of the chair, maybe underneath. Maybe it feels okay to rest your forearms on your thighs. And then let your head hang slightly. So you might nod yes and no. So I'm going to come back up. I want you to stay in the forward fold. I just want to see what's going on in the class. So breathe into your lower back. You might imagine that your lungs are in your lower back. And slowly, as ready, press down through your inner heels. So it might be an energetic pressing down. Place one hand on each near thigh and walk yourself back. Okay. So let's prepare for a sun salutation practice. And so sitting up nice and tall, come into your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Take your hands to your heart center. Reach up into a gentle back bend. Hinging from the hips, come forward. Pressing down through your inner heels, come into downward facing dog. So your arms are on a diagonal, reaching up towards where the ceiling meets the wall. Place your hands on your knees, your thighs. Chin comes towards your chest. And then baby cobra, lift your heart, lift up through the crown of your head. From here, we're going to come into cat and cow. So round your back. As you round your back, slide your hands towards your knees. Sternum moves in towards the back of our rib cage. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. So we're going to come back into downward facing dog from here. Hands on your knees or your thighs. And then release your arms by your side. Or no, actually bring your hands to your hip creases. You're going to come into a forward fold. And now arms by your side, reach up to the sky. And maybe our hands come together in prayer down through the heart. So let's practice one more round. So arms by your side, palms face up, mountain pose. Take your hands to your heart center. Reach up to the sky. Gentle back arch. Hinging from the hips, come into your forward fold. Pressing down through your inner heels, reach your arms up into downward facing dog. Cobra, hands come to your knees or thighs, drop your chin towards your chest. Lift your heart, lift up through the crown of your head. Then from here, we'll come into cat and cow. So let's round the spine, navel in towards your spine. Inhale, arch. Slide your hands towards your hips. That'll give you more proprioceptive awareness. Exhale, round. Hands move towards your knees. Come on back to a neutral spine. Hinging from the hips, come into a forward bend. Arms by your side, palms face up. Reach up to the sky. Hands come together in prayer down through the heart. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. Take a moment to feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. So come seated back in your chair in preparation for a breathing exercise, guided meditation, and your final relaxation. So find a place where you're sitting comfortably, effortlessly upright. And so the breathing practice I'd like to share with you is called alternate nostril breathing. And so the way it's practiced is you bring your thumb, if you'd like, arm up to your nostril. So let's start actually on the right side. So I'm sorry, I'm not mirroring you today. And block off your right nostril, inhale through your left. Lower your arm down and then exhale. Take your hand up to your left nostril, block it off gently, inhale right. Let your arm float down, exhale. And so an invitation to keep this gentle breathing exercise flowing in your own time and rhythm for a few more breaths. And so in your next inhale, I'd like you to inhale up into the opposite side of your brain. And then let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And so maybe notice if you felt a subtle shift in your energy. And so let's transition into a meditation practice. So I'd like to invite you to explore a mudra. So mudras are hand gestures that were created to help us focus our mind. So this is called the mudra of calm abiding. So an invitation to place your hands face down on your thighs. Draw your hands in towards your hip creases. Look down and into your heart, see what you can see. And then imagine that you're breathing into your heart. While eyes are closed, softly focused inward, or maybe a soft gaze on the floor a few feet in front of you. And so the meditation is one that I learned from Thich Nhat Hanh that I love. And it goes like this. Breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. As my in-breath grows deep, my out-breath grows slow. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. We'll sit and breathe together for a few moments with a gentle reminder. Breathing. We'll come into whatever comfortable sitting position you'd like for your final relaxation. So feel free to adjust your lighting, make sure that you have what you need to stay warm. If you happen to have a yoga mat rolled up, it can feel really lovely on your spine, along your spine. Maybe you can have enough, even high enough to rest your head back. So I'm just going to place it along.
Where did everyone go? Okay.
Do you see us, Kim?
See anyone? Just me and you. Just you and I.
Oh. Well, everyone's still here. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe Kassar.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I could see it. You're just spotlighted.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's begin by rolling our shoulders back and down just a few times. So not scrunching our shoulder blades together, but allowing them to soften away from our ears. So Kassar, I'm assuming that you're reading the posts in the chat. I'm just going to continue teaching. And rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. Close your eyes softly if that feels comfortable for you, or soften your gaze. If you're wearing glasses and you would like to remove your glasses, your eyes at rest. So soft Buddha belly, the area between our navel and our pubic bone. Soft palms, quiet breath. Allow your breath to reflect the pose. Relax your jaw. Unclench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Wide forehead. Silently, if you'd like, on inhale, say let. On exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. It's challenging to quiet the mind. Placing our hands on our Buddha belly, bringing our awareness to our breath can be helpful. Without changing anything, bring your awareness back to your breath. Thank your body. Thank your body again. Our bodies are the best home our mind will ever have. And now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet, waking up. Rub the tips of your fingers with your thumbs if you'd like. And then come on up seated comfortably to finish your yoga practice. And so thank you, everyone. An invitation to notice how you feel before and after your yoga practice. And a special thank you to ConnecTogether, the Disability Foundation, Kassar, my tech hosts, for providing this opportunity for us to gather together online and do a yoga practice. So I'm happy to stay for a few minutes after the class. Any questions or feedback? Tony, you're welcome. You're up there. So I'm just responding to a little chat.
Thank you, Bobbie Disability Foundation, and it's great to see so many people.
Woohoo! I'm just reading. I'm gonna move in a little bit closer. The screen's a little small. Just trying to see what's in the chat there. Oh. Donna and Bill. You're welcome. Thanks, Donna and Bill, for joining us. Yeah.
One feedback that I really enjoyed, the one where you did the forward fold with the hands option, like in front of you, in between your knees kind of thing, hanging onto the chair.
Oh, cool.
I really like that. Really helped to stretch out my back.
Nice. So I found you need to be sitting back in the chair to be able to access that one.
Yeah.
I find anyways, but yeah, it was my first time teaching it in this class online. So I'm glad that that's an option. So yeah, I really want to stress that think of the various, with the poses, think of it as like a buffet. And so you choose whatever looks juiciest to you, whatever looks most appealing. And so not one size fits all, that's for sure. We don't all wear the same pair of shoes.
And apparently we're not training for the Olympics like I thought we were.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Thank you again. Nice to
Thank
see
you,
everybody.
Bobby.
Bye,
Nice
everybody.
to see you,
Thank
Monday.
you. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great day, guys.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Bobbie. My name is Sylvia, and this is my first time attending your
Oh.
class. And yeah, so I'm not sure where you guys are streaming from. I'm from Vancouver, outside of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So yeah, so yeah, we have a few disability organizations that I wanted to kind of get this out to. So yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm actually teaching. My home's in Half Moon Bay on the Sunshine Coast.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
maybe you did hear this from the DABA, the Disability Association of BC.
Possibly, I'm not sure where. Yeah, this is a disability foundation and ConnecTogether, specifically the affiliates of the disability foundation.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, that's my connection.
I for some reason I thought you were in the mid-states.
Oh no, but I do have a few students who come from Utah. And, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So lovely to have you join us today. And
yes.
yeah, a lot of amazing stuff going on online now that's available.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What I found was that like bending over was great. Like almost like it was massaging the internal organs.
Yes. Yeah.
And but I purposely chose a harder chair. And my mom was, in a wheelchair for like 10 years, and when I was caring for her and everything, and she always complained of, like the edge of the chair, like cutting off circulation on the hamstrings,
Oh.
So yeah. So yeah. And then also, when you're moving back in the chair, sometimes it is kind of sensitive where the top part of the hamstring near the back of the knee.
Right.
Yeah, I always find that even for myself when I'm, I can't sit very long, in at the dinner table or whatever, like I find that it just really, really cuts off the circulation of the legs. So, so I can just imagine what it is like for someone that is confined to, to a chair. And yeah. And what I find too is when you bend over, just holding the ankles and slowly, moving, massaging all the way up the leg, kind of like moving the,
Nice. Yeah.
So we were doing that sort of for cleansing, when
Sure.
you're on a cleanse and you want it to get everything back up to the heart or the, the lymph massage and that kind of thing. So
Right.
I really liked, the, yeah. So, but even, like, just even more,
Right.
yeah. So the parts that usually don't get, don't get accessed or touched or, it's like our mind almost forgets about them,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, so Half Moon Bay, that's awesome. Yeah.
So here with my.
Thank you, Bobbie.
Yeah, Mary. Thank you.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
See you again. Spread the good.
I will. Yes. So I just I sort of want to start up teaching yoga and offering it to Delta, the city of Delta. So yeah. And then also there is going to be a osteo class, osteofit class.
Oh, wow.
I could always send you the information, but she's going to be teaching it online. I think it's Debbie, I think Debbie Chong or something. So yeah, so I mean, a lot of the osteo people are in wheelchairs anyway. So yeah, so this might be a good flow as well.
Totally open.
Great. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. This was awesome.
Oh, and I just want to say your name one more time.
Oh,
So
still, yeah, it's Tabo course, but I always say it's Sylvia the Yogi.
Yogi, lovely
Yeah.
to meet you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Okay, and sharing.
Yes, you as well. Thank you. All right. Have an awesome week.
Thank you.
Okay. Toodles.
Bye now.
Okay, Bobbie.
All right.
Just the two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice today. A lot of people came.
Pardon?
Lot of people came today. It was nice, really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, nice to see.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
I will see you next week.